my 3 points, and then they're giving us that equation, and we don't know what A, B, or C are. So if we make a big giant matrix, okay, with what we know, and then if I set it up where I'm going to multiply it by A, B, and C, then that would give me the y's, okay, which I know those two. So I'm going to use what I know to find what I don't know. All right? Are we okay? So this whole part of my matrix is for the x values. And then these are the coefficients, which are A, B, and C. And then these are the y values.
What about the C?
Huh?
The C?
The C?
Yeah.
We don't know what that is. That's a coefficient. So we got to figure it out. We got to figure it out, okay? So here we go. So my equation is A, which I don't know, times what? X squared. So that means whatever my x squared are going to be our first numbers. And I use parentheses because if they're negative, then we just don't want to mess up. Are we okay? And this is coming from here. These are the x squares. So if I look at my 3 points, well, what are my 3 x's?
Negative 2, 4, and 6.
Negative 2, 4, and 6. So that's what goes here. Christian, shut up.
Ow.
Okay. In the middle. In the middle. So we have x squared, right, times a. What would be in the middle? Just the x, right? B times just the x value. So do they change?
No.
No, the x's are not going to change. So this is still negative 2, this is still 4, this is still 6. Are we good?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, now, do I know what C is?
No. It's
No, it's a constant. But I do know that in math, there's a lot of invisible ones, right? So if you have 1 and you multiply it by C, what are you going to get?
1.
C, right? 1 times C is just C. So since I don't know what C is, I can't just put random numbers, but I can put ones, because that's a constant. So when we set these up, what is that third column always going to be? 1, 1, 1, all the time. Are we okay so far?
This is the number.
Okay, now.
We're going to change.
What? No, it's always going to be 1.
Okay.
Okay. So then we multiply it with the coefficients A, B, C to get our y's. So what should I have in my last little matrix?
Negative 11, 13, and 29.
Are we okay?
29.
Oh, whoops. Okay, sorry. Are we okay? Everybody good? All right. Now I'm going to do a little bit of math magic. Okay, and I'm going to call this guy the matrix A. Yes? Okay, and I'll show you why I'm doing this in a second. And I'm going to call this guy the matrix B. And then I'm going to call that last guy the matrix C. Okay, and I'm only doing it because mathematicians are lazy and I don't want to write those things over and over and over again. Okay, are we all right?
Yes.
Alrighty. Now, I need to solve for B because right now, that's what I don't know. I don't know what my coefficients are, right? So in normal algebra, if I have A times B and I want to figure out what B is, what would I do? Multiply? Divide by A on both sides, and then it would give me B, right?
Yes.
But is division legal in matrices?
No. Yes.
Okay, it's not, Christian. So we need to find something else to do, okay? Which is why we're finding inverses. Because it's legal to multiply okay? This is a legal action. Ready? I can do this. I can do A, the matrix A inverse, times the matrix A, times the matrix B. And then remember, order is important. So if I have the A inverse matrix first over here with C, I also have to have it first. Are we okay so far?
Yes.
All right, now, you probably don't remember, but you read it. An inverse times the matrix is the identity. Do you remember? Okay, so now I have the identity times B equals whatever the A inverse is times C. Yes? You okay still? All right, now, we might also not remember that the identity times any matrix is just that matrix. So the identity times anything is just whatever you're multiplying. So that means in order to find the answer for B, which is what we're looking for, what do we need to do?
Just multiply the inverse by
Multiply the inverse times
the y values.
the y values,
get
and then
the
it'll give you the A, the B, and the C. Yes?
Yes. Wait, what? Multiply what?
We're gonna multiply the inverse of this matrix times C to get our coefficients. We okay? Yes? All right. So we're not gonna really worry about finding the inverse of this guy by hand right now at this point. We're gonna just do it with technology because that's not really the point. The point is for you to understand this relationship here. Okay? Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so in order to find B then, we need to do A inverse times C. Do you agree? Yes? All right, so this is when we're gonna jump to our calculators. I don't know if you can record the screen, Marcela, but I'm gonna jump. Calculator page. So get it, go to the home, get a new document, and then if it says to save, you put no. And then we want a calculator page. Yes? Okay. We are going to save our matrix in the calculator, matrix A that we wrote on the board. Okay? So to do that, you're going to do menu, 7, matrix and vector, and then create, and then we want to create a matrix. Okay, so 7, 1, 1. It'll pop this menu up, and then our A matrix was a 3 by 3. So we just need to change the dimensions to 3 by 3. And then we can just press OK. And then it'll populate this little baby matrix. Do you see that? Are we good? Yes? Menu 711, and then put 3 by 3. Okay. I'm going to fill in what I wrote on my matrix A. So it was parentheses, -2 squared, -2, 1, and then this was parentheses 4 squared, 4, and 1, and then it was parentheses 6 squared, 6, and 1, correct?
Yes.
Now remember, mathematicians are lazy. So do you want to keep typing this matrix over and over and over? No. So we're going to save it to our calculator. Control, and then var, V-A-R. Uh-oh, I don't know what I clicked. I promise it works. Control, var. And you should get this little arrow. Did you get it?
Yes.
We good? Control bar, are we good? Are we good? Okay, and then what was the name of this matrix? A. So I'm going to just put A, and then I'm going to press enter. So now every time I press A, then my calculator is what? tell me that A is this matrix. Are we okay?
Yes.
Everybody okay?
Oh.
Everybody all right?
Yes.
Okay, now let's go ahead and save the matrix C too, because you can do that too. Do you remember how to save one?
Yes.
What do I click?
Menu.
Menu. 711. The C matrix is a 3 by 1. And then we're going to put our values, so negative 11, 13, and 29. And there's, I didn't do it right. What did I forget to do?
Store it.
Store it. So control bar, what's the name of this guy?
C.
C. Okay, so now if I press C, it should work. There it is. We okay? Yes?
Yes.
Everybody good? Yay or nay?
Yay.
Okay. Marcy? Real quick? Yes? Okay, remember, this is ultimately what we want. We want to find the A inverse times C. But we don't want to do this by hand anymore because it's going to take too long. So this is what I'm going to type in my calculator, okay? Here we go. We're going to type A, and then inverse is to the power of what?
-1.
Good. That means A inverse times C. If I press enter, it's going to give me the answers. Ready?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, wait, what?
So what is the answer?
1/2, 3.
1/2, 3, and 7. More importantly, over here, we found that the matrix B was 1/2. I forgot the numbers.
3,
3 and -7.
That's crazy.
Right?
Uh-huh.
So what that really means is that A is 1/2, B is 3,
7 is negative.
C is -7. So they wanted an equation. So all this work is to write this.
Just to find the coefficient.
Y equals 1/2 x squared plus 3x plus -7, which is really just -7. So this is all the work
And there was a little salt.
for 3A. This is the answer. This is it. You're done. Okay, writing this equation, you're done. So you still need to do B, C, and D on that question.